Today is Quant Quiz Day, and I have 3 really challenging exponent questions for you. In fact, if you can do these 3 questions in under 6 minutes, it means that you are on track to score in the upper 10% on the quant section of the GMAT. Now, if you missed some, don't worry. I'll be back with full explanations plus tons of tips and tricks. All right, let's dive in. Okay, pause the video, give yourself 6 minutes to do these 3 questions. After you're done, hit play, and I'll go over the explanations, including tons of tips and tricks. Okay, go. Ready for the answers? Okay, here they are. Now, if you missed any of these, stick around and I'll give you step-by-step explanations plus tons of tips, tricks, and strategies. Also, because you made it this far, I have a bonus for you. I'm offering 10% off private coaching with me. If that's something you think might help you, click on the link in the description and find out more. Okay, let's go over those explanations. Okay, this totally messed up, confusing, and intimidating statement is equal to which answer choice? Okay, don't panic. We know for sure that plus signs mean factor. So the test is just screaming at us to factor that statement. So we will. We have 2 to the k plus 1 by every single plus sign, so we'll factor that out. And then we'll put what's left over inside the parentheses. Now we know we've done it right if we can multiply that 2 to the k plus 1 back through the parentheses and get back to our original statement. And we can, so that's perfect. All right, next step, let's just add the stuff inside the parentheses and we get 4. All right, now we're in the land of multiplying exponents. And when we multiply exponents, that always means get the bases the same. And that's no problem because 4 breaks down to 2 squared. And now that we have the bases the same, we multiply by keeping the base and adding the exponent. So what we get is 2 to the k plus 3, answer choice D. Very good job. That's a very high level question. Okay, this is a classic. Whenever you're asked how many decimal places there are, you want to think about combining exponents to make 10 raised to the something. Now in this case, we can break apart the denominator to get 2 to the 6th times 5 to the 6th times 5 to the 3rd, which means we can combine the 2 to the 6th and the 5 to the 6th to get 10 to the 6th, and we still have 5 to the 3rd left over. Now what we do is we break apart the fraction and we take these one at a time. So first we're going to turn the 1 over 10 to the 6th into a decimal. Yep, we're flipping the sign in the denominator again to make it go into the numerator, which makes it 10 to the negative 6. So that's a 1 with 5 zeros to the right of the decimal. All right, 1 over 5 to the 3rd, that's the same thing as 1 over 125, which equals 0.008. Now all you do is multiply. Now here's a tip. When you multiply decimals, you can usually just count the number of decimal places in each number and add them together. So in this case, we'll end up with a total of 9 decimal places. So 9 is our answer. Good job. Okay, first off, I hope you can see that they put you on a number line. Earth is basically at point 0, then star C is at point 7 to the 12th, star B is at point 7 to the 11th, and you're being asked, what point is star A at? Now, this is a classic question type. They're trying to confuse you and intimidate you with stupid numbers. Don't get thrown off. You're going to figure this out just like you would if you were given regular numbers. Let's say they told you that point C was 15 and point B was 13. Then where would point A be? Well, point A would be at 11. Now, how did you get there? Well, you subtracted 15 from 13 to get the distance between each star. So C minus B gets you the distance between the stars. Then you took 13 and subtracted 2 to get to the 11, which is where point A is. So point B minus the distance between the stars, in this case 2, gives you the position of star A, in this case 11. So we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to do it with the stupid exponent numbers they gave you. So first, we need to subtract C from B to get the distance. So that means 7 to the 12th minus 7 to the 11th. Now remember, plus and minus signs always mean factor. So we have 7 to the 11th on each side of that minus sign. So we factor that out, and then we put what's left over in the parentheses. So we get 7 to the 11th times 7 minus 1, or 7 to the 11th times 6. That's the distance between each star. Okay, next step. We take point B and we subtract the distance, and that's going to give us the value of point A. So that means we take 7 to the 11th minus 7 to the 11th times 6. And remember, minus signs always mean factor. So we have 7 to the 11th on the same side of that minus sign. So we factor out 7 to the 11th. We put what's left over in the parentheses. That's 1 minus 6. So we're left with 7 to the 11th times negative 5. That's our answer. It means that star A is somewhere to the left of Earth. It's like on the negative sign of the number line, but that's okay. The distance to Earth is still 5 times 7 to the 11th. Okay, very nice job. Now, this is a really hard question, so I'd highly recommend doing that one a couple of times from the top until you're really comfortable and you've got it. Because if you can do this one, you can handle almost anything they throw at you. Okay, nice work. Now, if you did miss any of these, I would just recommend going back and reworking them. Also, don't forget about your bonus right down there in the description. All right, great work. We'll see you next time.